basic principle behind these fire straws is that it's allowing you to carry cotton. It's just an easy, simple tinder mixed with Vaseline if you want. And it allows you to seal it up in the straw to make kind of a waterproof container. So you can fit it into your survival tin or whatever you want to do. Really simple, all you need is some cotton balls, straws. I got the milkshake variety, so that's obviously going to hold some more, or the thinner regular type. A pair of needle nose pliers, scissors, and then some kind of flame source. You can use just a lighter. I like to use a candle. I light a candle, that way it stays lit. Okay, so to make these, first you want to take the cotton and you want to fluff it up. Just get it kind of like as if you're prepping it to light. So you're just fluffing those up, and that way it helps you to be able to pack them better into the straws. And then with the Vaseline, there's a couple ways you can do this. You can put these in a Ziploc bag with the Vaseline, mash it all up, that way you don't get all messy. Personally though, I don't like a ton of Vaseline in here. It gets it too oily. The more Vaseline you use, the longer your burn time is going to be to a certain point. But the drier, the more cotton, but by using less Vaseline, your spark seems to catch a little bit better. So to get a feel for that, it's messier, but I try to just get some of that on my fingers, and I just work it in manually. That way I can kind of feel how much is going on there, because I still want to be able to feel some of that cotton. I want it to feel kind of dry in my hands, not totally saturated with the Vaseline, with the oily stuff. All right, so now what you want to do is you want to prep your straw, and this is just going to depend on how big of a straw you want. You can cut to the size of your Altoid tin if you're going to stick it in there, or smaller. I've done all different sizes, but let's just do one about this size. So before you stuff it, you want to prep one end. The candle isn't necessary, I just like it because it lets me have both my hands to work free. Just make sure you don't stick your cotton in it. So all we're trying to do is seal the end here. So if I take the needle nose pliers and I crimp down, squeeze tight, so it's only allowing a small amount of that plastic to show, and then I'm just going to let that melt, and it'll melt all the way until it hits that point of the pliers. And then what I do once it gets to there is I really quickly, before it cools, pinch and then smash down on that while it's still hot, and usually get a pretty good crimp right there. So that created one sealed end to work with. Now you're just going to grab your cotton and you're just going to start working it in there. You can just use a toothpick or something pointy to poke down in there. Just be careful not to poke through the side of the straw for obvious reasons. Sometimes when you get really packing it in there, it's hard not to. So, okay, so that's as full as I'm going to do this one. So I'm doing some extra care there. I'm making sure nothing's poking up above there, because if there is something, it will keep it from sealing good. Clamp down on there. And then just going to melt that end. Once it's melted, remove it and smash it. All right, so that's that. So this one is set. It's sealed in there. It's waterproofed. I usually throw these in a Ziploc bag just to double waterproof them, but that one's done.